Yeah, Bobby. Um, Doc was saying, first part of the game, ball probably stuck too much at times. The big comeback, the ball's moving, especially, getting in the paint, kind of creating things there. I guess just if you can identify maybe like why it started that way and then what changed and maybe was it just a little too late, I guess, at that point with, 6 minutes left.
I mean, when you have great players on your team, sometimes the ball can't stick, obviously, because those guys can score and 20,000 point scores, right? So the ball is going to stick at some point throughout the game. But I think in the second half, we kind of like moved it and got easier shots, easier shot attempts for everybody on the floor. And it kind of started flowing for us. And we were getting stops on the other end, which was kind of helping fuel our offense. I think Pat and Marjan were big for us. One thing as an NBA player, when you don't play as much and then you just get inserted into the game, some people just think like, oh yeah, it's easy, but that's kind of hard, right? So I want to shout those guys out for just staying ready and helping us come back, even though we didn't win, but they had big meaningful impact winning. I mean, big meaningful impact minutes for our team, and those guys were big for us down the stretch.
Defensively, I think they were well over 50% for most of the game, and I guess what made them or allowed them to sort of get kind of what they wanted to be able to build up, a 24-point lead, 22-point lead kind of late in the game.
I don't think we just had the right energy today. Sometimes in these type of games against team like that, it's not about the X's and O's. It's not about making shots or whatever it is. It's just the effort, right? That team plays with a lot of grit. They've beaten us 3 times now this season, strictly off all effort. Our effort wasn't there, and that's something that we shouldn't be harping on. Is our effort, especially we're 30 games in, 32 games in, 31 games in. Our effort should be there every night. So I don't think our effort was there enough today, and we got to be better on Saturday and going forward for the rest of the year. We got to give more energy to the game, whether that's offensive rebound, whether that's boxing out, whether that's being playing team defense. We're a team defensive team, not an individual defensive team. So we got to give more to the game, especially in these type of games where sometimes you might overlook a opponent and then they sneak a win on you. These games can really affect us going forward down the line, especially in the race that we're in right now.
You might have just touched on it, but this is two straight games now where y'all have dug yourselves a really deep hole and then nearly come all the way back. Just what's caused y'all these slow starts these last couple nights, and what can you take out of the fact that you've been able to kind of dig your way back both times?
Got to get our energy right. Got to take care of the ball. Turnovers can lead to easy baskets for other team, and most teams really don't want to play against our half court, so they put us in a track meet sometimes, right? So, got to get back on defense. Got to take care of the ball, and then we got to take great shots on offense when we get the ball. So it's just a collective thing of a lot of things, but I think the biggest thing is the effort. I keep going back to that. Got to put more into the game to get the results that you want. It's hard to win in the NBA. It's hard to win in this league, but the teams that put forth the little effort into the little small details are the teams that win these games when you need them the most.
Hey, Bobby, I'm just curious. How do you feel like a game like this, to his point, coming so close to winning it, how does that fuel you personally moving forward?
I think it gives us a great idea of what we can do. Sometimes in a playoff series, you might get down big, but it's a long game, and you have to keep playing the game until the final buzzer. We're capable of being a great team and doing a lot of things. We just have to have consistency with our effort on a nightly basis. I think that's the big thing, just staying connected and putting more into the game and so we can get the results that we want. It's kind of cool to know that we can come back, but we don't want to just dig ourselves in the hole each and every game, right? We want to jump on teams and let teams know that we're for real and that, sometimes when you get an early lead, when you jump on guys, it kind of fuels you and it kind of gives you energy, it gives you confidence, gives you momentum, and then the game flows smoother instead of having to climb out these holes that we did the last 2 nights. And even in Chicago, that was a dogfight too. So, We got to be better going forward with these last 50-some game stuff.
Bobby, this is a second game with your big three, Giannis, Dame, and Chris all together. Obviously, it presents a lot of great opportunities for you, but I'm just wondering kind of what challenges there are from a chemistry perspective, and if you're seeing signs of the team gelling around those three now that everyone's back.
I mean, it can go a lot of different ways, but I think the biggest thing is just building chemistry, getting right on the court, knowing where guys going to be, knowing their spots, being the best ball club we can. I think the biggest thing that we can do is watch film. I think the film doesn't lie. Over my years in the league, I've been watching film a lot more, and I've gotten better with my decision making on the court, making the right reads, seeing guys in the post when I post up, they come over, making a pass, getting it to the shooter, so he gets a shot. Sometimes it's not about you shooting the ball; it's about just dictating the game and making the game easier for yourself and for your team. So there's a lot of different things that we can do to be a better ball club with those three guys, and I'm excited for what's to come for us in the future. The highs and lows that present itself throughout the season is good sometimes because it can really challenge you and bring the best out of you. So we're up for the challenge. It's 50 games left and see what shakes in those. But I'm excited for what's to come in 2025 for us. Just one loss doesn't dictate where we're going.
Bobby, the start of the second half, 14-2 run, start of the fourth quarter, 10-2 run, both for Brooklyn. I know you weren't in for the first one, you were in for the start of the fourth quarter, but that also happened against Indiana. It's happened a few times out of half this year or at the starts of quarters. Why do you think that is?
In which quarter? Third quarter?
Happened in both third and fourth tonight.
They got on the run with us. Sometimes, guys are great in this league. Can't really take anybody for granted. Guys make shots, make tough shots, and tip them on their head, and you keep playing, and sometimes you win and sometimes you lose, but that doesn't dictate where we're going. Obviously we can be better. We can give more effort in the things that we do to be better, but sometimes guys go on runs, and it's a make or miss league. It's a run league, whichever team withstands the most runs typically wins the game. And we had 2 more minutes in a game. We win tonight, right? But they withstood the run and they won. So sometimes, the ball doesn't go your way and sometimes it do. But the biggest thing about the NBA is it's 82 games and you can't let this hurt for long. We got another game Saturday. We got another game Monday. We got another game Wednesday. We got another game Friday. We got another game Sunday. It don't stop, right? So I love this league. I love the game, and I love what it can do for us and what it's going to bring out of us going forward. This is going to make us better. Sometimes these losses like that fuels teams. Hopefully it can fuel us.